I guess working hard is a grind. It's a long season, that being 15 games. We don't really feel pressure. I think the pressure for us is just getting better each week, and we keep it that simple. So
last year was a little different.
Yeah, I mean, at this point last year, I mean, we had a loss on the record, so we were definitely, I guess, chasing. I mean, obviously, we were chasing championships in November. Let's start there, but you know, the end result turned out well, and yeah, that's all I can really say for that.
Can expectation be, Coach, use the word tightness, like carrying a burden around?
Who used tightness?
Urban.
You said the team's tight?
No, he just said, why is it the grind? What's the mantra was the grind, and that's because he said it's tough to repeat.
Oh, yeah.
It's a heavy kind of thing that you carry, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I just the general feeling of the team, we don't really feel, I guess, that pressure of, you know, just, I mean, we don't even feel, you know, the defending national champ. We don't feel that. There's nothing in there in our facility that has any resemblance of last year. So we're just focused on, you know, getting better each week. And the team we have, you know, that week. So, I mean, we're 9-0 now. Looking at a chance to go 10-0, and we're keeping it that simple.
And the game day is the chance, that's the payoff, right? That's the fun after you've been grinding for 4 or 5 days during the week.
Yeah. I mean, I think that'd be anybody's little payday. You know, just work hard every day and, you know, get to get paid on Saturday nights.
Through 3 quarters.
The list of things that you're trying to accomplish on a daily basis, I mean, trying to win the next game is the most important thing. Getting the younger guys behind you ready for the future, how important is that to sort of what a veteran, what a starter has to do each week? Is that part of your responsibility?
Absolutely. As a leader, you're entitled to, you know, bring up the guys who are younger than you and to teach them and show them the way. I feel that the best mark as a leader is just to leave the place better than, you know, when you came there. And that's a goal I'd have for any young guys, is to leave the place better than when I came here. So passing the torch and all that, you know, teaching them the ropes, what not to do, and just, you know, kind of go out and work each day. And that's the thing I think the young guys are starting to catch on. And it'll be a good finished product. You know, I have a lot of faith in the young guys.
What's it like going through a redshirt year, whether it be, you know, development or injury? I think only like 4 or 5 true freshmen have played this year. You kind of went through that. What's it like, you know, waiting a year to get onto the field?
I think it's crucial depending on what's the issue. I mean, if you're hurt, just get healthy. That's the main goal. If you're developmental, like for me, I was a developmental. It was just putting on weight, so that required a lot of patience, but a lot of hard work. It depends, really. I mean, if you're hurt, I mean, they're not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you know, gotta get you ready to play and all that. I mean, just get healthy first. I mean, our coaches do a great job of being patient with people who are healthy.
Is that next year that much more exciting, knowing that you waited a year to have a chance to play?
I mean,
that spring was a big one for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, developmental-wise, like, yeah. I mean, I took that spring. I mean, that was a huge spring for me. You look forward to it, especially if you have something to prove, both injured and if you're a developmental guy.
Against Minnesota, you guys were lights out on defense for 3 quarters, and then a couple big plays in the 4th quarter. Where do you think the defense is right now?
We're coming along. I still have work to do. We can't let stuff like that happen in the 4th quarter. That's how you lose games. I believe there would have been another 3 and out, but we had a penalty for a late hit.
Right.
It's a terrible call, but whatever.
I did watch it. He was out of bounds.
Yeah, okay. You take away that, I mean, that's another 3 and out.
Yeah.
So eliminating penalties for sure. We got to stop that. I mean, it's been okay for the past couple games, but we got to cut penalties, especially in crucial points of the game.
And the 157-yarder to May was kind of a broken play.
Yeah.
Does that, I don't say absolve you, because you still have to make the play, but is the fact it wasn't a kind of a fundamental thing, or is that what difference does that make?
It happens, I guess. You know, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, it happens. Sometimes your teammates will run into each other, and a guy will start running down the field. Plain and simple. It's part of the game, and we don't really bat an eye on it. So.
Illinois has been very solid on offense this year, Darren. Have you watched much film on them so far? What have you seen so far?
talented group. They like to get their receivers involved. I believe they get their running back back. That's what I heard. Yeah, is he the starter? They had a freshman though. He's pretty fast also. The quarterback, he's healthy too. He was hurt last year, I believe. You know, they like to throw the ball around. They go hard for the most part. I'm sure I'll get a little more detail here throughout the week, but spread team, just like any other team, really.
Darren, how do you avoid overlooking them in the 2 games that you have coming up after them?
We're not overlooking anybody. That's not possible here. I'm fully convinced that's not possible. Just the way our coaches and the way we do business here, we don't overlook anybody. We just take it one game at a time. We're not worried about, you know, what's at the end of the tunnel. We just take it day by day.
Darren, they lost their athletics director today, Illinois did. You played Maryland the week that all the rumors were surrounding Edsel. When a team is emotional, do you see that on the field on Saturday? Is there a difference in them, or is it football's football and things get compartmentalized on game day?
They lost their AD?
They fired him.
They fired him?
Yeah.
Their AD or the coach?
Their AD.
Okay.
Yeah, Cubitt's still coaching.
Okay. Well, I guess it would depend. I mean, because we don't really see our AD around here, I can't really speak for them, so I wouldn't know. I mean, if they're close with their AD, I mean, I would imagine that they'd be pretty emotional, and they probably have some fire to them.
Does it make a difference, though? The things that happen outside, the rumors, the speculation, does that ever show up in a team's game day performance?
It depends. I mean, if it was a coach, I can definitely see that they'll be motivated. If it's, I mean, an AD, I don't know how much an AD is involved with the team, so I wouldn't be able to make that judgment. So.
Darren, you guys always talk about winning championships, getting in a position to win championships in November. That's one of Coach Meyer's mantras. You're in that month now, and the end of the tunnel, as you said, is 3 games away. Does it feel different around here when you get to November and you put yourself in this position? What is the feel around here? More serious? What does it feel like here with 3 games to go?
You know, we've done this before, so this is like kind of routine.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really get like overexcited or not amped up for a game, but our coaches are really emphasizing just taking it week by week. But this is a toughness. Like November is a toughness month, so to speak. It's toughness every game that you play. Got to be tough to win championships in November, and if you let your guard down, they've also reiterated that. Like if you let your guard down, like stuff can happen. You can have speed bumps, stuff happen outside of the team. But they've done a great job of making sure we don't overlook anybody. So this is routine as a team. Like as we've all been here, we did this last year, so you don't really feel much. You feel different about it.
Even though the call was reversed, do you guys go back and study like Josh's hit that was called for targeting, and do the coaches pay special attention to it because it was such a bang play and that they had to go to review on it?
We haven't watched it yet. We might watch it tomorrow just to clear things up. There's been just really a lot of questionable calls throughout college football with that this year. I believe after watching the replay that in the game, I mean, he had his hands up. He kind of brought his head up at the end. But the refs could have easily thrown him out the game. So we got to be careful with that.
Do you know what targeting is?
Do I?
Like,
I don't know. I mean, I know what it is. Yeah, I know what it is. I know what the rule is, but I don't necessarily want to hit people. I don't want to hit people in the head because of that rule. So I just kind of.
But I'm asking, are you wary of how officials call it? Like, are you concerned with that you might get called for targeting just on something?
Well, see, my thing is I wouldn't leave it to chance. I wouldn't give him the opportunity to say throw me out of the game. So I always aim from chest.
Yeah, you came in like
2 more questions for
virtually like the next play. You came free. Was that in your head, or was that just the way you were?
That's the way I hit.
Right.
That's the way I hit. I don't aim for the head. I don't aim high. I just aim from like chest down, just where we're supposed to. So.
Right.
Darren, how
Thanks,
important
Darren.
is a guy like Taekwon Lewis on the other side of Joey Bosa? Teams try to run away from Joey, end up running right to Taekwon. How important is he to your defense?
Taekwon's used. I was singing Taekwon's praise last year. I mean, Taekwon's always been more than capable. He's a heck of a football player, smart football player. He's very strong also. So, you can run away from 97, but you got to deal with 59. So, hey, pick your poison.
Last question.
Morgan says that he's playing at a really high level right now. Every time we talk to him, he's always smiling.
Yeah, from chat, man. Of course he's gonna be smiling. The dude's happy. I mean, I told him after he had his pick 6, I'm like, I was like, I hit the quarterback, but I didn't see where the ball went. Next thing you know, I see you running, and then it's diving in the end zone. It's like, man, we from chat, we make plays. He just starts smiling, and then, you know, that's a good mentality. That's a good bond that we have. Bond's always smiling. He's always have him and Tyvus both, so you know they can always pick you up if you're having a bad day. You know, those guys, they work hard too. You know, Coach Ash is hard on them, but it shows. Tyvus owes me dinner for that drop pick. So, yeah, that's right, Tyvus, you do. So we're going to, I can't wait for that meal.
He said if you dropped one, he owed you dinner.
Oh, he owes the whole defense dinner. Like, I mean, that hit him square in the chest. Like, that's unacceptable. I'm like, you get on the jugs after the game. I don't care how late it is. So.
Thanks, Derek.